Alrighty, hello. Welcome
Hi.
back to Mama House. Today we'll be talking about love languages. And although I believe there are four, um,
5.
five. What am I missing? Oh my gosh. Okay,
5.
so I want to list out the different love languages.
Okay.
And obviously, we're not limited to just those five. So
Mhm.
there's physical touch, there is quality time, acts of services,
Where's
gifts,
that? Yep.
words of affirmation.
Yep.
So, what is your preferred love language? So, how do you want people to love you? And I'm sure, maybe like with romantic relationships, it can be different. And then with like friends or family, that could be different. So, feel free to share whatever you want to share in regards to that.
Yeah. So I don't know if all of you know, but Dr. Gary Chapman wrote a book about the 5 love languages. And then he also has like a test that you can take to kind of pinpoint which ones are yours from greatest to least. So in my top 2 is words of affirmation and then acts of service. And it makes sense to me because I want you to know how to speak to me, how to communicate with me, and I also want your actions to follow suit. So those are,
Okay.
yeah, girl, those are like I absolutely need that in a romantic relationship.
Okay, I can see why words of affirmation are yours.
And it makes sense for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very me.
So
What
it's
about
like
yeah?
talking the talk and actually walking the walk too. So those go hand in
And don't
hand.
you ain't even gotta say it. You're gonna say something and then not do it. I'd rather you not have said it
Oh
because
yeah.
then you're a liar. I don't
That's
like liars.
embarrassing. You want to give us the ick? Ew.
Yeah, don't please. Like being just if you say something and you don't follow through, I automatically assume you're a dishonest person.
That's an embarrassment.
Because didn't nobody tell you to even say that?
Why are you thinking of your own lies and can't even do what you say you're gonna do?
Why are you making yourself look bad? Please, just don't. Just save yourself the trouble
Don't.
because I don't forget. That's the thing about a words of affirmation person is that like we love to receive it and we also remember when you say something and you don't go through with it. But it also is that impactful when you say something and you do it and you follow through. That like warms my heart. I love that and appreciate it so much.
I feel like the way you want to be loved says a lot about yourself too, and
Yeah.
how you love people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
Because
so
we project
interesting.
everything, like everything that we want, we do for others.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to know yours.
So I recently took my test again, and it's been so consistent
Oh.
throughout these last years.
Same.
It has always been like quality time.
Number
And
one.
then- yes, and
Okay.
then my second is words of affirmation.
Okay.
I believe. So
I can see
that's in
that.
order. But it's weird because that's the way I want to receive love, but the way I give love is very like gifty. Like gifts. So people think I want gifts just because I give gifts. I just give gifts because I think it's fun.
Oh.
But like for me, yeah, I'm not really like I don't really want gifts unless you're like my man, you trying to spoil me and give me money. Then that's nice. Because yeah, it's nice.
It's based off the relationship then.
Yeah.
I get that.
It's kind of different. Like the expectations are different. Like for friends, I don't expect like flowers or gifts all the time. But if I were to be in a relationship in the future, yes, I want flowers. But yeah, I mean, yeah, quality time. I feel like if I care about you, I want to spend time with you. Yeah. But I also like with friendship wise, I'm a very like low maintenance friend. Like I
I'm
love
too.
those like friendships where it's chilled and you are secure in your friendship.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to talk all the time. I hang out with my like close friends like maybe once or twice a year. And
But it's like nothing
I love
has
it like
changed,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those.
yeah.
Because adulthood is very difficult. It's busy. We have a lot of things going on, and I don't have time for all of the, back and forth. So
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because there are 5 love languages, right? But I feel like, and maybe this is just me, but like the way I want to be loved, it's not too much of any of those 5. I just want to be safe to be me. So that's the way I want to be loved. I know that like one of our older
Okay.
sisters, she's always like, can you just allow us to love you? And I'm just like, I've been thinking about that. And I'm like, I just want to feel safe being me. And I don't think that that's asking for too much. Like,
Yeah.
I almost feel like sometimes it's a little bit not selfish, but like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I know that sometimes you guys want to give me stuff and I don't accept it and you guys get upset at me.
Because she's picky too.
And so then I feel like it's a little bit burdensome because
For you?
for me.
Okay.
Because then I feel like like if I say I honestly just want to feel safe to be me, that's honestly all I want. Like that's me being impeccable with my words.
Yeah.
And so like it honestly feels burdensome for me because then I feel like I have to accept the way that you want to love me instead of me wanting to be loved the way I want to be loved.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've been thinking about that.
And it is good for me to know how someone wants to be loved because I don't want my love to be burdensome to somebody. As much as that's
I don't want you to waste your energy
exactly.
and effort.
If your preferred method of you being loved is like me just accepting you for who you are, that's easy.
Right?
I can do that. Like,
you know, I'm like, girl, you gotta save money that way.
Yeah, and
You
it's
save traveling.
I love to know exactly how someone wants to be loved. Like if someone feels loved by me buying them like a freaking donut, I can do that easy. Like if you, I feel like to love somebody is to love them how they want to be loved. That is true love to me.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like I don't give you enough words of affirmation, so I have to.
I think you do though, because
know.
okay, that's so funny you say that because I think people think words of affirmation to me is like you're so wonderful, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you're so, and like it in a sense I guess it is that, but I feel like you give me a lot of words of affirmation. Like I'm proud of you, I see this in you, this reminding me of you. That's words of affirmation to me. Or like I thought of you. Like you know how you buy like little gifts and knickknacks. Like you bought me that little light up mushroom. That's so cute. Like you thought of me. Like I'm like, oh, that matters too.
Oh, okay, thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I feel like when you care about someone, it's easy to love them. You don't have to try too hard. It comes naturally.
It just kind of exists within each other in harmony. It just kind of flows. I love that. I feel like sometimes it's just effortless. Like with you and I,
it's so
we
easy.
We don't have to like explain things to each other. We just get each other. I feel like it's so easy sometimes.
Well, also twin flame. So
yeah, no, but for real, I'm like,
yeah.
I wish we set the standard so high because of each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if someone doesn't reach as high as how we flow, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, I think it's because we have a very healthy relationship. We openly communicate. I think when we say that, people think you and I don't have like disagreements or like differences. That's the thing. We have those and we communicate well.
Yeah.
We work through them. And I feel like it's so easy. Or it comes easy. Maybe it's not easy, but we've worked on it.
We did. We worked on it. It's not just, it was just like, oh, ta-da, great relationship.
People think that. Give us more credit.
Yeah.
We worked very hard for
We've had
this.
tough conversations. We've had disagreements, arguments. We've had fights growing up.
Yeah.
And look at where we are now, you know? It depends on what you do when those disagreements and conflicts arise.
And I think it's because we've grown together. I think we adjust to one another too, like, and not compromise. I didn't say like, I mean, I think compromise to an extent is okay, but you know, I love you the way you are, and you love me the way that I am, and so therefore it becomes easy.
Yeah, you let go of control. You don't try to change each other.
Yeah.
Like, do you really love someone if you feel like you always got to change who they are, how they are? Like, I don't really think that that's love. Like, I understand challenging each other to be better, but yeah, not like nitpicky, like, ooh, I don't like how you do this and that, but like, hey, why don't you like look at this way, you know, or try this out and explore these areas, instead of like a negative critiquing way. Even though I think critique can be good, but like challenging one another for the better, it's helped me a lot. Like you challenged me a lot.
Yeah, ditto.
So
ditto.
Healthy.
I also, because like my first one is words of affirmation, right? And then second is acts of service. And to someone who their love language, their first one, let's say, is gifts. And, you know, they want to show me their love in gifts. Like they want to buy me things. And don't get me wrong, I do love that. But my first one is and will always probably be words of affirmation. So if someone gives me a gift, like let's say they buy me a pair of earrings or something. I love earrings. And they feel like I'm not grateful enough for that, or I'm not excited enough for it, they're gonna think I don't appreciate them, when all I maybe really wanted was like a card. You tell me how proud I am, proud you are of me, type of thing. So understanding your love language, and I love that it's a language, because I feel like you and I are fluent in each other's love language, love languages.
Like I need to get better at that.
Do you? I feel like it comes very
with
natural.
Words.
But that's the thing, is it doesn't have to be like this extravagant like card. It could just be like, you know, I noticed this about you and I really appreciate that. I feel like it's so simple. Like I also, like, you live in a different city than I do, and we don't always hang out either, but when we hang out, it's like, oh, I'm here, like I'm present, I'm listening to you. So it's not always what people think it is. What's your last love language?
Oh,
on the bottom.
I forget if it's gifts or physical touch.
Ooh.
Isn't that interesting?
Oof. Yeah.
And I guess it makes sense because
Yeah.
I'm not a great hugger. Although I want to be better at that.
She
I
likes
hug
to
like
hug
this.
where like you're barely. It's like
Like
if
I hug.
it's like
I
this.
like to hug sometimes.
She likes to
But
hover.
I hug like this. I don't know why. Maybe that's a part of my church trauma because it's like, when
Oh
you
my
hug,
gosh.
you're pushing your breast up against someone, and I'm just like, I think I'm just traumatized. So
You gotta
that I
leave
just
room for
kinda avoid it,
Jesus.
but like that's my way of like loving, especially like our family members. Like whenever we depart from one another, we usually give hugs, or I usually try to sometimes because, like, I think like, what if that was my last time seeing them?
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
it'd be real deep.
That's deep
But
for
I have to
real.
remember, not everyone is sentimental like me. But I also love very like meaningful things, like poems or sing me a song or something. Something that you made yourself that's meaningful to you and to me. But I have to remember, like, not everyone's like that.
Yeah.
So then it's like, though I may want to give that, not everyone's gonna appreciate the way I would. So maybe I wouldn't or shouldn't give that to everyone.
I think to be able to love someone in the way that they want to be loved, you have to know them. Like you have to know like their like the things that they enjoy, things that they don't like. Because I feel like if you know me, I feel like I'm fairly easy to love. But
You are easy to love.
I think so too. But I feel like I've experienced a lot of people in life where they make me feel difficult to love. Like someone recently told me, like, you expect a lot of reassurance, and that can be a lot. And that's true. It can be a lot for someone who doesn't know how to give words of affirmation. So for me, it comes easy to me because I love doing that. So I don't fault anybody when they think I'm difficult. Just like I be thinking some people are difficult. Like, man, like if a guy want to cuddle all the time, I'm like, that's not the top of my love language.
So what are your bottom love languages?
What's your bottom?
Oh my gosh.
I think. Okay, so the last time I took this test, I think my fifth one was physical touch. But I think that's because I have so much like physical like abuse that I've gone through in my life.
That's so sad.
So like I don't know how to really do that. But
take it easy on yourself.
I've-
It's something you're still healing from. It's your body.
the body
remembers
keeps
trauma.
score,
Yes.
man.
So I get that.
But I also do, like, as I've, like, healed more and gotten to know myself a little more, I love hugs. Like, I love holding hands. Like, I love, like, the small, intimate
You don't hold my
things.
hand. You don't hug me. You don't cuddle with me.
Well, I don't want to really
kidding.
hold cute, dainty hands.
Mine are not.
They're
But I
cute
get
and
it.
dainty.
She like manly.
Yeah.
Like romantic relationships versus friends versus family. Or is it pretty consistent?
I think all throughout, I think words of affirmation will always be the first one. It like, I think they vary a little bit from, person to person, but I do love words of affirmation. And I realized that when, we were having that conversation with Mom, and I really wanted her to understand the difference between forgive me and I'm sorry. That to me is like words of affirmation. Like I really want to be understood a certain way, type of thing. What about you? Is it pretty consistent for you, or?
I would say yes for the top one. I am a huge quality time girl. I feel like time is such a valuable gift that we can give to anyone.
Yeah.
So it's not only just limited to quality time. Time itself is the gift. And then I feel like, okay, you don't really see me because like with a partner, because I haven't dated in a while.
Yeah.
And when I have dated, it was long distance, so you didn't really see that side of me. But I am very physical touchy. Like when I'm in a relationship, I love physical touch. I love cuddles. I love holding hands.
So for like
I
a
love hugging.
romantic.
For a romantic, I'm
Okay.
very touchy. But not friendships or not family. I'm not touchy for that.
Okay, no, I'm
you
just
the
like
same?
yeah.
Okay, that's so
When I'm
interesting.
safe, if I'm safe and I'm in a relationship, I love that.
Oh,
But I have to be safe mentally, physically, emotionally.
that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that with you because
No, you did. I remember. Because you
oh
were
my
like,
gosh.
"Ugh, so much PDA. When I was in high school dating this one dude. And
Really? Were you guys?
yes, we were very touchy. We were. Because
I
I
don't
remember you would
recall.
like be like, ugh. And then I remember later on, you were like, I'm sorry I said that to you. I just wasn't into PDA because I wasn't safe with the person
Yeah.
I was with at the time.
I swear I was just thinking, oh, that was me projecting.
Yeah.
It's probably something I've always
But don't
wanted
worry,
to do.
I didn't take it personally. I was
Okay,
like,
good. I was like, I'm sorry.
I was proud of being the. Maybe it was a little bit too much, but I liked PDA because I felt like I was in. Oh, I'm not in love, but I really loved that person I was with.
I just haven't really like in my younger years, I didn't really have that experience when I said that to you. Like, I didn't want to hold somebody's hand because probably the guy that I was with was an asshole.
Yeah, I remember you guys would make fun of us. It was kind of funny though. You guys would be like, "This is you guys," and you guys would like smush your nose against each other and like giggle. But it was a fun time for me.
Ew, I'm
I
cringing.
Had a great time.
I'm cringing because the guy that I was with,
he was
an ass, and so like. We were probably making fun of y'all because we were like, I wish we could do that, but we can't. So we're going to make fun of you guys doing that.
Don't worry.
Yeah. But I mean, I like it now. I'm at a point now where I've I'm working on healing my physical body. I'm like, ooh, I love that. Like, I yearn for that. Like, I do want that one day. So.
It's nice. Yeah. I get hot thinking.
Whoa. And that's okay because it is a good thing.
Oh my gosh, we need to talk about this more. Okay, for me, I don't know why I'm feeling tipsy, but I'm not tipsy.
Whoa.
Okay, when I talk about like stuff, like physical stuff, I be getting hot.
That's okay.
Know that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. But yeah, I like physical touch if I like you.
Yes, and that's the key word, if she likes you. But do you ever feel like sometimes we made people the special one, even if they weren't special?
Oh,
like there wasn't shit to do with them.
Like I know you said earlier, like you like it if you feel safe with them.
Yeah, I have. And I'm like,
oh, I liked it even when I didn't feel safe, and that's dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like when I was desperate, I just wanted any love I could get, even if I knew they were unfaithful, and so that wasn't good. But I'm not in that. I'm not there anymore, so that's good.
And it's kind of like tough too for me because like in my past relationship, like things are really bad, like really bad. Like I didn't want to look at him. Like if we're in bed and he accidentally touched me, I would be like, ugh.
Like the way he breathes. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. How does he say it?
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. So I don't know. It's just, did you do that? Like. Yes. Okay, because for me, like, physical touch is already on the bottom for me. So it's like, if I can't stand you, now I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to be in the same atmosphere as you.
No, remember I told you I didn't like the way that my ex breathed when he slept, so I honked his nose. Because he breathed so damn loud. Okay, before you come at me, he was mean, he was aggressive, he was a jerk, he was unfaithful.
He was a mother puncher.
He had the right to have his nose honked when he was breathing too loudly and I was trying to sleep. Okay? So, don't come at me.
I think about Toko Gremiluchon.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Anyway.
We don't take that BS no more.
Oh gosh, that's so funny. But I know we talked about our top 2. We talked about our last one. But I think if we're being honest, we kind of want all of them. I think everyone kind of yearns for a little bit of all of them. We just have our primary ones. Yeah.
I agree.
And I think the right person for you just naturally does it.
And
yeah,
if you don't know how to love someone, ask them.
Just ask them.
Yeah, be like, how do you want to be loved?
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to start. You can never go wrong with that.
And
unless
if you
just mean. But
I agree. But I feel like if you just pay attention enough, you know exactly what people want. They make it very clear. Like you're always like, hey, do you want to hang out? Or like, you'll text our siblings, like, are you busy? Like, can I come over see the babies? We make it clear in what we want in the things that we say. Like for me, I'll ask questions like, hey, how do you feel about this? Or all of us low key somehow project our love languages and what we want.
I think maybe for me it's hard to tell.
Oh.
Like how people want to be loved at times. Maybe I need to pay better attention. This is a good learning lesson for me.
I think my brain be on overdrive because I just be paying attention too much.
Damn.
I need to just relax.
Yeah.
This is a trauma response. It's not all fun either.
Like I was so tired of all the chaos growing up. I just tune things out and just am in my own little world, and then you're super like vigilant of
Oh
everything.
my gosh. Like, okay, I know this is not related to love languages, but when she and I go out dining, I need to be facing the door. I gotta see.
Yeah.
Like, I be on edge. Like, and so I guess I say that to say I love it when I just want to be in the presence of a strong man and you guard the door
Yeah.
and you do that. I just want to turn my brain off.
To
Like,
just be soft and to just relax and be.
yeah.
You deserve
Oh,
that.
okay. So you know how you mentioned like your love language, like outside of the 5, is to just be yourself. Mine is to be safe.
Oh.
I just want to be safe.
Well, I guess ours is the same. I just want to be safe to be me.
Yeah, maybe that's what every human just wants.
Yeah.
And safety is defined differently, whoever you ask.
Yeah.
Oof, that's
Like, don't try to change me. Just you do you. I'm gonna do me. I'm not even trying to change you. Like, can we just be and be in peace?
yeah. Girl, I think that's why we get along so well. It's just like I just be like, oh, that's just so being so.
Mhm.
And it's like with no judgment. Like you could be your silly, goofy, whatever. It's just like, oh, that's so.
Mhm. And it's a privilege to have that because I don't show this side of me to everyone.
Because not everybody deserves it either.
Yeah.
Because it's a safety thing.
Mhm. Exactly. I reserve my energy for people I feel safe with.
Yeah.
So.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think it's a good thing that we've set, like, I mean, in a sense, I feel like we have walls up, but we'll bring them down when we feel safe. It's all about safety.
Yeah. And I know we're talking about love languages and use that wisely because love, yeah, I know like we have a lot of love to give, but just make sure that like your cup is also full so that you're overflowing of love onto other people and you're not draining yourself when you love others.
Ooh, period. Now, can I add to that? Like, so my first one is words of affirmation. It's very important that I speak kindly to myself. I will always preach that. And yours is quality time. It's very important. And that's why you're always like, you spend time with yourself and like you rest, you indulge in like things that you love. It's so important that the love that you want from others, that you give it to yourself first. Because if someone gives it to you, even if it's great, if you don't love yourself, you're not even gonna appreciate the love they give you.
So, love yourself, love people.
Thank you for watching this episode. We would love to know what your love language is. Feel free to let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining. We'll see you next time.